indeed. And also Lil Tamika, yeah, and Lil Gregory. And also everybody from Minnesota Avenue, y'all. Yes, indeed. And Eastgate. And also East Capitol Street Group. And everybody from Capitol Heights, because they out of sight. And also my man Too Shy. That's right. And Daryl Cody. Yeah. And also Daryl Tyson. Because we be icing up in here. Yes, indeed, now. And also we do it for the Madness Connection crew, y'all. Yeah.
Freddy's on the corner now. And if you wanna be a junkie, well, I don't be like Freddy.
What you say?
Cause Freddy's dead.
Oh man, that don't make no sense, man.
That's what I say.
And we're gonna send this out to everybody watching this in LA and New York. And the junkie kept saying, yes indeed now. So dedicated to my man Chuck Brown, a little Benny, James, also Big Tony up in here, all the go-go veterans like myself.
Hello, 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 and welcome to another episode of the Mignon Show. We thank you for tuning in, and we welcome you to another hour of real talk.
Real talk.
Real talk, right? So, as you can see, I have my lovely co-host here, Roz, in the community.
Hey, everybody.
Yes, y'all. I am so excited. I am so excited just by having this platform where I'm able to bring in other co-hosts. It has been a month already.
I know. I was like, oh, my goodness. It's been a month. It's been amazing. Amazing journey. Learned a lot of stuff. Had a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. You're welcome. It's really fun, right?
It is fun.
I like it. I love it. I love the camera and everything and coming in here. And we meet so many different people.
Yes, we do.
We meet so many different people. So we just want to thank you guys for tuning in to another episode. So we're going to jump right into our girl talk, our girl chat, because we have an awesome guest in the house tonight.
Yes, we do.
And a surprise.
Yes, we do.
And a surprise.
I think our guest's going to be surprised, too. What you think?
I think so, too. I think so, too.
This is going to be amazing.
Yes. So what we're going to do, we're going to start with our girl chat. And as we always say, you know, we're going to bring you those stories that's going around the country that you may not hear about. But this story right here made national news.
Yes.
It made national news. So, Roz, can you go ahead and get into that and let our audience know what's going on?
So I got this story. One of my cousins, I love her. She is always in the community figuring out what's going on. So I love her, and she's always posting. But she posted something about something that happened in Oakland that really is really emotional. So on the train, two girls just on the train minding their business, and a white man stabbed them. Killed the 18-year-old, and I always like to be sure I'm accurate, but her name was Nia Wilson, because we like to say the names, because we need to say these baby names.
Absolutely.
So Nia Wilson, 18-year-old high school student, stabbed and killed her, and then her sister was critically injured, and then he just simply walked away.
Mm-hmm.
Like literally stabbed these babies and walked away. No words was exchanged, no argument, no stand your ground because you feel aggressive, like none of this. Just two beautiful black girls on the train. Mm-hmm. You know how hard that is as a mother?
Oh, very hard.
I mean, I get so emotional because I have children. And I know biblically, I know that God did not give us a spirit of fear. I understand that. And the times that we live in it's really hard for me to even allow my black child to drive to the corner store.
Yeah.
I'm afraid.
It has come to that, right?
I'm so afraid to, even when I want him to go run to the store to get something from me, I'm just like, oh, no, never mind. It's okay. No, you can't go to the movies. No, you can't do this. And part of me, I'm like, I can't keep doing this. I can't keep allowing society to dictate what my kids are allowed to do. And then I read articles like this, and I'm so afraid.
I know. It's heartbreaking.
For no reason.
It's heartbreaking. And, you know, I had watched the father. He had did an interview on the news, and he was just so heartbroken, just trying to tell the story of what happened to his daughters. And he was just like, what is going on in our society where someone just walks up and stabs young girls like that?
With no remorse, no nothing. You take a human life. We have become so immune. I mean, just a human life. You just walk up and stab someone and kill an innocent child for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
You leave these parents to mourn. You leave the community to mourn. And I always say we have to take our communities back. Now, granted, they did arrest the person who did it, and they found him. But it was just like, I mean, even watching the arrest, I'm like, that's it. It's like he didn't steal a bag of candy.
Right.
He
Did
killed
they say what his motives were? Because I know a lot of people been saying that it was racially profiled. That, you know, it was just two black girls and he just did it.
I mean, he ain't say nothing to them. They didn't say nothing to him. They're black, he white. I mean, what else do we call that?
I know.
And it's like, I can't put my kids on the train without feeling. I can't let them ride in a car. I'm scared they're going to get stopped by the police. I can't send them to school. School's getting shut up.
The movie theater.
I can't send them to the movie theaters.
Church.
Can't send them to church and get shot. Like, it's everything. And it's like, and I do know, and to all my viewers, I do understand, and I definitely have a strong relationship with Christ. And that's why I always pray over my children daily, nightly, hourly. I pray that God sees the work that I'm doing in the community and trying so that my children can be spared from the evils of this world. Because this world is evil. It is really evil. So,
Absolutely.
I mean, they didn't even say, I mean, they did arrest him. And I was going to look for his name because it's a long article. John Lee Cowell. That's who they arrest.
Wow, and how old was he?
It don't say in this article unless I'm overlooking, because it is a long
Very
article
long
that I read.
article.
It's literally like 15 paragraph that I read. But I mean, it's just crazy, the world that we live in. You know, you have this platform, I have a platform, and we talk about, you know, violence against women, violence against our children, how we can bring our community back together. And it's like all these things, like, how you prepare them for that?
How do you prepare them?
How you prepare them to mind your business, get on the train, get off the train station? You can't. You're not prepared for that.
I know, because the younger children today, one of my girlfriends, her son, I think he's around about 6 or 7. But because of so many stories like this have been in the news, I remember he had asked his mother, they were going, I can't remember where they were going, but they were going to an event where they were going to be out around a lot of people. And the little boy asked her, he said, well, Mommy, am I going to get shot? You know, that's what they're thinking about. They're thinking about, am I going to be the next one to get shot?
And how old?
6 years old.
At 6, I think I was reading a book, playing with some toys, running outside, drawing, what's that stuff? Sidewalk chalk, playing hopscotch and double dutch. You don't even see these kids do double dutch no more or do these things for so many reasons. Because going outside, they're scared to even just go outside, to be on their porch, to be in their neighborhood.
Going to the ice cream truck.
I was about to say, we had last week the little girl going to the ice cream truck.
Micaiah, yeah, going to the ice cream truck.
Minding her business. Like, we need to really pray.
We definitely.
I mean, we really need to pray really hard over our children, over our community. We need to hug our children. We need to forgive the unforgivable. You need to forgive. Let it go.
Yes.
Talk to that family member you haven't talked to in a couple of days. Reconnect with that friend that you were mad about for the $5 that she owed you, or whatever it is. It's not even worth it anymore. We are dying daily, every second, and we out here mad for nothing. We have attitudes for nothing. We don't want to forgive for nonsense. We got to do better. We have to do better.
Absolutely.
Because we're losing this.
Absolutely. We're definitely losing a lot of people, and children are so much younger, you know, and they are dealing with it's a different time from when we grew up. I know for me, it was very much so like that. I grew up, you can go outside and you can play, and you didn't have to have a cell phone. Your parents didn't have to check on you every 2-3 minutes, but you was okay.
Yep.
It was a community that cared for you, that if you did go down the street, then your neighbors knew who you were down the street. So they knew who you belonged to. And every time I just think about it, it's so heartbreaking.
Mm-hmm.
It's so heartbreaking because we have these children, they're in school, and then one day they come back to school and it's a classmate missing. Mm-hmm. Someone is gone. And you have to have that conversation with them to say that, they were killed.
Yep.
Your classmate was killed.
At a young age.
Yes, very young age.
Or your classmate committed suicide.
Yes.
At a very young age because of the bullyingness. And the thing, I do the national walk in D.C., the suicide prevention. Mm-hmm. And when you see some of the shirts of these babies that are killing themselves, that are hanging themselves, that
is that what you do with Out of the Darkness?
Yes, okay. Out of the Darkness into the light. I've done it twice. So this year I believe it's in Chicago, but last year it was in D.C. and then 2 years for that. So it's every other year it comes to D.C. And I do it for so many reasons. But when I meet these parents of these babies, suicide period. But when we talk about 8-year-olds committing suicide, you know what I'm saying? Because the bullying has gotten too bad. The social media has taken over. Just all of these things. How do you do? And I have a 5-year-old daughter who, and I say to my husband, laugh at me when I say this, she lives in a world of butterflies and unicorns. Like, she just thinks everything is beautiful. Like, she won't even watch a movie that has a kidnapping or a push or a shove because she gets so scared, and I'm always so worried about her because in her school, we talked about it before when, a little boy pushed her and took her book bag and, all these kind of things. And for her, that messed up her whole world. And I'm like, I remember that innocence. And I don't want society to take that innocence away from my baby. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But then we keep on seeing these things like this. Then it's like, I cannot not tell her what's going on in the world around her. She has to know. And unfortunately, these are the things I have to tell her.
Yeah.
To prepare her.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It is crazy. When I think of it, I'm just like, whoa, it is crazy. I'm concerned all the time because, with me now, he's 11 months now, but my 11-month-old grandson, and just to think about all the things that he's up against already, coming into this world with so much going on. But that's why it's so important for me and my son and his mother to have that foundation.
Yep.
A foundation for him to know how the world is, but that don't mean you have to be subjected to what's going on in the world.
Amen.
It could be different for you, which it will be different for him. With the whole, even with domestic violence and how that plays out in a household with children watching. Children learn these behaviors from home.
They mimic them. They
they learn these behaviors from home. So we have to do better as parents inside of our homes to give them the role models where they look to us instead of other people. We have to be that role model for them. So
it's just sad. If we all just do our part, I do believe that love conquers all. I'm a strong believer that love conquers all. But if we all just do our part, just we need to love a little bit more harder, pray a little bit more harder, give our kids a better foundation, show them the beauties of the world, because it's a lot of evil, but it's more power in the love. If we just spread that love, love will take away all of this hate, and the hate grows stronger and stronger each day. And that's why I have to stay prayed up, because I know if I start having that hatred in my heart and start manifesting that negative spirit, it's going to trickle over into my children. And I can't have that.
Most definitely.
I can't have that. I have 3 black boys, and I tell them that you are a black boy living in America. You need to always remember that. But more than that, your father sits on high and look down low, and you need to remember that every time. And I always want to teach them that. And then I have this little girl. So our hearts go out to the family that this affect. You saw the father on there. I did not see that. I don't think. I just know I could not see that as I'm trying to hold back my tears now. But our hearts and our prayers and our thoughts goes out to this family right now.
Absolutely.
Who really needs that support. And we need, like we always talk about, we need a community to come together. comfort this family, even when the cameras go away and the news articles stop and all that, because they still going to deal with this after it.
Absolutely.
And I always wonder about you. I mean, your strength is amazing to me to know that you had to deal with losing your daughter as, you know, by the hands of a boyfriend. And I'm like, your strength is amazing to know that you're still going on and you have this foundation for her in her honor to remember her. And I'm always like, I always want to just hug you. Like, I just want you to know I love you. I want you to know, and I'm always like, I don't want to bring it up or want to make her feel uncomfortable, but now I'm grown to like, I want to make it uncomfortable because I want them to know that I am here and I care. The cameras are over. It's been 1 year. It's been 2 years. It's been however. That's your child.
Absolutely. Even on my ride here, well, first I wanted to say thank you, and I appreciate that. But even my ride here, I had took a Uber to the station today, and I met this lady in the car, and I'm just talking with her and everything. And then all of a sudden I hear God say, talk about your daughter. So I'm like, okay. So I started talking about that and everything. And then she shared that her only daughter was murdered. You know, God always know what we need. He always know what we need. And so I was able to talk with her about that. And, you know, and she shared some things. And I gave her my card, you know, and told her about the show and everything. And she was like, wow. She said, that's awesome, you know, that you do that. She said, because, you know, she lost her daughter 21 years ago, and her daughter was 21.
Okay.
And she said they still haven't found out who murdered her baby.
And somebody knows something.
Yes. She still don't know who murdered her baby. And her baby was 21, and that was her only daughter, her only child.
Only child.
Her only child that was taken from her that way. And so I was just glad that, you know, God used me in that moment to let her know that, you know, you're not alone.
Absolutely.
You know, I'm out here. I'm trying to bring more awareness to, you know, domestic violence with my daughter's situation. But just to let her know that there is hope out here, you know.
And that's a community coming together. Because we all have a story. We all even been through a storm, headed to a storm, or coming out of a storm. But either way, there was a storm somewhere, and we just come together and love one another and help each other. You blessed that lady and didn't even know. You thinking she thinking she blessing you by giving you a ride to the station, and here it is. God had manifested. It was about to be something totally different up in there. Y'all didn't even know that.
Absolutely.
And now y'all can support each other and lean on.
Yeah, and I even told her about the organization that I'm with, the Coalition of Concerned Mothers, and I was telling her like what we do is all mothers who come together. And basically, you know, we have lost our children to either police brutality, community violence, or domestic violence. And she was like, wow, because I have never did that. She has never come in a group of women, you know, to be able to discuss what has happened. And I told her, you know, maybe you need that. You need another outlet, you know, to be able to do that. So
because you
we'll
will
see.
Understand. You guys will understand. Someone whose people like, I can only imagine. You can't. You cannot imagine. If you ain't been through it, don't tell me you can imagine what it is, because you know. And I pray that you never have to.
That was the thing that when my daughter passed, is that, you know, I promised my daughter that the world would know her story. That was one promise to her. And my promise to God with him, you know, opening this platform up to me is that I don't want another mother to have to endure what I have to endure.
Right.
You know, if we need to be educated, then let's educate them.
Amen.
Let's talk about it. If it means that I have to expose and be transparent with my life as a survivor of domestic violence, then that's what I would do to help someone else.
Right.
Is just to help someone else to do that, because, like I always say, it's nothing else that I can do for my daughter.
Right.
But I can help save someone else's daughter.
Amen. And I thank you for that, because you're doing an amazing job with that, and just everyone you touch. Even when we met, I always talk about we met doing a documentary, and even there, you kept telling me you would be here for me, and it was time for me to tell my story. And I'm like, absolutely not. Like, absolutely not. That is too much for me to do. But years later, and we still here, and I'm still
here you are telling your story.
God is good,
and it blesses people. You know, and you know, our story is not for us.
Right.
It's for someone else, and you know, to be able to help them through the hurdles and things that they're going through. So I'm just thankful that God is like, I can use you.
Right.
You know, I'm just thankful to that.
So again, our hearts, our prayers, our thoughts goes out to the family. We pray for the communities that we can just come together and love and be with this family during this time, and all the families who are dealing with a situation when they are losing their loved ones and their children.
Absolutely. So we have come to our first break. We're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to come back with our special guest. Her name is LaRay McDaniels. She is here. She is the writer and director of a hit stage play called The Ties That Bind.
Yes.
So definitely come back, and we'll see you soon.
I don't want to lose this girl life, but I ain't scared. If I'm gonna be the only one participating in this, I'm lonely whenever you're around. Hey, I'm lonely whenever you're around. Ow. Hey, down, 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 down. Whenever you're around.
Have no fear. Also, we're gonna do it for the big brothers come from Maryland, up part of Big Apple and all the rest of that crew, Philly crew. All right. Also, special dedication going out to the big brother Southeast man because they come to Boogie. All right, then, do it, y'all. Talking about we love to see you do it, y'all. All right, look at y'all. Talk about the people see me, they say have no fear, cause go, Lorenzo showing up here. Say the people come around me just to hear what I say, cause I'll rock them in and out this fit. Say what? Or you can dance if you want, child, or you can keep in your state of mind. Cause if you don't dance, well, if you don't dance, well, you're no friend of mine. Save a bullet, go if you want to, and to the places you can never find. Well, if you don't dance, well, if you don't dance, well, you're no friend of mine. Say what now? You're no friend of mine, you don't do what you want to do. Alright, y'all keep on warming on up out there, Big Apple. Also the MD crew, cause they come to book, yeah? That's what we talking about, man. One more up. Take a little time for Kenny and Laura. I said what, y'all? Say we're gonna take a little time for Kim and Gladys. Alright, do it for the big brother Ned, cause they come to Boogie. If we're talking about funky Ned, stop a little bass all in this place. Alright, that's what we talking about. Look here, we're gonna try it again, alright, y'all. Y'all just maintain what you're doing. And look here. When the people see me, they say have no fear, cause go, Lorenzo showing up here. When the people come around me just to hear what I say, I'll rock them in and out this fit. Say what? You can dance if you want, y'all. Say what? Or you can dance if you want, y'all. Say what now? Or you can dance if you want, y'all. You know French and mine. Or you can dance if you want, y'all. Count it on up, y'all. I say what? Or you can dance. Or if you want, y'all, do it. As we talking about, do it for the bebop crew, cause they come to Boogie. I'll do it on down for the bebop, cause they come down. Hey, keep on doing what you're doing, fellas. As we talking about Kenny. Say what now? Oh, but let me see you do it when you do it like that, y'all. Say what now? Look here. You can dance if you want to. Or you can dance if you want to. Or you can dance if you want to. You can dance if you want to. Say right now. Or you can dance if you want to. Or you can dance if you want to. Or you can keep in your state of mind. I say if you don't dance, well if you don't dance, well you're no friend of mine. Say what now? Or go if you want to, into the places you can never find. I said, if you don't dance, well, if you don't dance, say a bullet, no friend of mine. Say what, y'all? I'm talking about the freaks come out, y'all. The freaks come out. Ooh. That's what we talking about. Keep on doing what y'all doing out there. All right, that's what we talking about, Kenny.
Hello and welcome back to the Mignon Show. I am your host, Jess Mignon.
And I'm your co-host, Roz. And we have today in the studio with us the beautiful and talented Miss LaRay.
Yay!
Hey!
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. It's been a whole 24 hours since we saw you.
I'm about to choke. I'm so sorry. Thank you for being here. Oh my goodness.
Well, in case you guys don't know LaRay, her bio is extremely long, but I'm gonna give you a snippet of it because this show was only an hour, so we don't have all day. But LaRay is a songstress, songwriter, actress, playwright, mother, wife, friend. Many more things. She has been in plays. She has done a lot. She actually, the show that Mignon and I, the stage play that Mignon and I have told you about, The Ties That Bind, she's actually the writer of that. She is. So we are happy to have her. This time we get to tell her what to do today.
Yes.
Rehearsal, she's telling us what to do, but today we can tell her what to do today. So, welcome today.
Thank you,
and you're in that seat, so it feels good. So, tell our audience a little bit about LaRay.
Well, as she said, I am first a musical artist. I'm an inspirational gospel singer. And now I am getting into stage writing. I'm a playwright, director, producer, which I'm directing my first official stage play, The Ties That Bind. And these two beautiful ladies are a part of my production, and they are great.
Thank you. So, the play, what inspired you to do this play?
Well, actually, I started this play 10 years ago.
Okay.
And it was just a hobby. It was just something that I said, you know what, let me try it. Something came to mind. I just started jotting down and just started writing. And I was like, wow, okay, this is going to be great. First, it was going to be a book. Okay. But then I was like, okay, maybe I should turn it into a play. I did it, and then I stopped.
Okay.
Then I got into my music, and then stopped the music, then got back into the play. Got out of the play, got back into the music. But then with life and marriage and children, work, I just found myself not really having that interest in it. Or something would always come about, whether it was my health, whether it was work, finances. And so everything that I was doing, I just stopped. I didn't have the passion for it anymore. And just last year, I was in 2 stage productions, and I felt good being on a stage and acting out. I got a chance to portray a young lady who wrote a book. I was her, so to unfold someone else's life on stage was amazing. And then I got to live a childhood dream of being in a production with a director who I've always wanted to do something with at the age of 16.
Okay.
So doing that, and then doing my music last year and coming out with an album, having my listening party. I was like, okay, God is doing something.
Yes.
He's doing something in my life. And I mean, the listening party was great. It was awesome. And then come this January, I heard God say, it's time. It's time for you to do what I gave you. So I got into doing the play, sat down with my manager, Valencia, and I was like, so she was like, okay, so what is it that you want to do now? Okay, you got the singing. Where we going from here? Are we getting back in the studio? And I'm like, you know what? I think I want to do my play. Okay, let's do it.
Right.
Where we starting from. So sitting down talking with her and then talking to my husband, and they both want the same.
Yeah.
It's like they brother and sister.
They are.
They agree on everything. No, yes. So she said, well, let's do it. Let's have auditions. Let's pick a cast. And that's what we did, and that's where we are right now, getting prepared for September.
Yes. And we definitely have Valencia in the building today. She's in the back scenes, but we definitely have your beautiful manager in here today. So kudos to her and all her work, who's actually also my manager now, too. So we have to give her double kudos.
Absolutely.
Today.
And also Imani J. We had her here.
Yep. She's also, you guys saw Imani J 2 weeks ago. She's also her man. So she's just managing it all up. So
Everybody.
She's gonna get me for saying this, but if you're looking for a man,
I was getting ready to say that now.
She always get me when I said it. She be like, you done sent somebody else to me. I'm like, I mean, you know.
You should say
Only if you're serious.
right now.
Only if you're serious.
Yes, please don't
She's
waste.
about her business.
Please don't waste her time. She always tell me, you can waste my money, you can waste anything else, but don't waste my time because I can't get that back.
Absolutely.
So yeah. One of the things you said that I love, you said when you did the stage play and you was on it, you feel good. And I want to say thank you because that's how I feel about the opportunity that you have given me. So I'm definitely glad that God told you to do it 10 years now. Because 10 years ago, I didn't know you.
Oh my goodness.
We didn't know her.
I wouldn't have had the opportunity.
Exactly. So we're grateful. See, it happened for a reason because we were
Yes.
supposed to be up in it. Kelsey was supposed to be up in that play.
Yes, and she plays Kelsey.
Yes, she does.
But when this lady right here come out as Officer Watson / Nadine, I'm telling y'all, she is going to bring it.
Bring it. And I am so excited because this is also a childhood dream of mine to be. I used to always act in plays when I was small, coming up in school and everything. But it was always something that I wanted to do on a bigger level. You know how you push those things to a side, like it may happen, it may not happen. But when the opportunity came to me, I was like, okay, God, it's on. I gotta be ready, and I love it. I'm telling you, I thank you for the opportunity to be able to do this, and I am so excited. And I just love it. When I read the script, it just hit home for me with so many things that was going on in the play, and it's something that we need to talk about as a community of people. So the issues that you have in this play that's plaguing our community every day.
Yes.
You know, so I'm so happy that we're tackling these issues in a stage play because, you know, everybody's not going to read a book. Right. Everybody is not going to listen, but it's certain things that you have to do to be able to bring this awareness to people. So I thank you for that.
Welcome.
Thank you for that. And guys, I'm telling you, it's funny. You're going to laugh. You're going to cry.
You're definitely going to
You
laugh.
may go through probably about 6-7 emotions, but it's going to be good.
We going to do the same thing, acting it out. 1 minute I'm laughing, next minute I'm crying. Then I don't know what to do after that. So, yeah. It's definitely a play that you guys want to see. Tell your neighbors, tell your friends, tell your community. It's September the 22nd. We have 2 live shows at 3 p.m. and at 7 p.m.
Yep. And we have tickets.
Yep. We all have tickets.
We all have tickets.
Because we all in the play.
Yes.
But if you can't reach one of us, you also can get tickets off of
the website, www.laraytheartist.com.
Yeah. So it's
Give
no
that to
reason.
one more time.
www.LaRay, LARAY, theartist.com.
Support us.
Please.
Support us.
Support us. Support us. Support women and men who's trying to make a change.
Yes.
A change. And I'm telling y'all better support us now because y'all just don't know what God got in store for this year. And y'all gonna be like, I remember when.
When I should have went to that stage play today was there.
I remember when. I'm telling you, God got some big things in store for this because it's time for this message.
Yes.
It's time for this message to ring out to every home because this is what's happening in our homes. We have to get back to those conversations about what's really going on in our household. What is destroying us from within? And so we have to deal with these issues. And so I'm just excited.
Yep. And bring your kids. It's a family.
Yeah,
it's a family thing.
Family-oriented play.
The kids need to come, actually, because they are our future. These are the ones that we really need to get down to and see what's really going on. I always say one of the things that was embedded in me as a child, what goes on in this household stays in this household. So then I grew up to be a broken woman because as a child, I was told to keep my mouth shut. So now as an adult, and I kept my mouth shut as a child, now I'm trying to deal with these these things, that I didn't get help for because, you know, counseling is bad and, you know, all these things are bad. So bring the children out. There's children in the play actually also. So
and be able to spark that conversation when you go home.
Yes.
Because they're going to have questions.
Yeah, they're
definitely going to have questions. That way you could be able to spark that conversation, and you will be able to give them what you need your children to have, as opposed to someone else and how they think and how they raise, you know, people in their household. Because it's all about how we raise our children within our household and what we want for our children. So I'm telling you guys, it's going to be awesome. So LaRay, with this play, I mean, like when I show up not every Sunday, but when I do, you only miss one. I know, but I can't say every because I miss one or two. So the characters, I mean, how did you come up with these characters and just the parts that they play, because they hit home so well?
Like I said, when I started writing, it was just concepts that came to mind, and once that call came to me, that voice say it's time, then I really had to put it into perspective of who I want in these roles and who I see. And some of the cast members didn't have to audition because God had already put in my heart who they should be, who they should play out. And then some others, when we had the auditions, they may have auditioned for one person, but I saw them for something else, like Roz here. I saw something else, and I just feel like each person that is in the role that they're in is where they are supposed to be.
Yes.
You know, I pray a lot about this production, because the production is not about me. It's not about the cast. It's about the vision God gave me.
Yes.
Amen.
And it's about the people that God have trusted me to be a leader, to being a director. I was afraid at first, and that was something that V has always told me to do. Stop being comfortable. You got to learn how to be uncomfortable.
Yes.
And you got to learn how to lead. You have to learn how to lead by example, and just being able to do that, and then to just see how it's unfolding at rehearsal. Like yesterday's rehearsal, I'm gonna tell y'all, watching the video back, I got chills. I mean, it's like people are playing who they supposed to be playing, and then they're bringing the emotion. So I can only imagine the day of the show. If I'm feeling what I'm feeling now, what I'm gonna feel that day, and what the audience is going to feel. Because like you said, we're touching on different topics. We're touching on suicide, sexual assault, alcoholism. We're touching on the test of faith. We're touching on physical abuse. And it's like, to really see it unfold, I'm like, wow, did I really write that? And I had my mom come yesterday, and she was like, that was really good. She wasn't ready for it to end. She was like, that's it? It's no more. I don't know. It's one more scene. When that scene was over, they done? I mean, she sat there and she really enjoyed it. And normally what I do with my youngest daughter, Deja, and my nephew, Tyree, those two are like my critics. So when whether it's a song I'm doing or whatever I'm doing, I always get their opinion. And my nephew was like, Auntie, that was good. This is going to be good. So that made me feel good. So just to see it unfold, and then I have an awesome cast. I love my cast members, and what I love about us all is we are a family.
Yes.
I love the fact that we all get along. And then I have two people that back me, my manager, Valencia, and my husband, Derek. And like I said, they're on the same path.
Yes, they are.
So, and it's like they think alike. If I ask him and get his answer, then he'll say, well, did you ask V? So what does V say? And when I ask V, it's like, she says the same thing he says. So it's like they're never wrong. Their answers are the same. So to have that backing of my manager and of my husband, it just pushes me far more than I'm just excited.
I know.
I'm
I think
excited.
we're all excited.
We're all excited. I'm like, let's
Yeah,
do this. It's amazing to be on there. When we watch the videos too, I'm like, Oh my goodness, and my husband is in that play also. He was here a couple of weeks ago. He was in the play also, and just watching him because he never did this. Like he's never talked to me about ever wanting to do this or anything. Then he come out and he auditioned. He like, I like it, I want to do it. Then he practiced all day at home. He knew his lines before I knew my lines. Like, you try to show me up. Like, I brought you in. How you gonna show me up?
And me. I'm like, hold up now, Tony.
And then y'all two partners on there. And then I Sarah says, I hope you know your line because he know all his lines. He everything. So it's just a blessing. Like you said, you have your husband and your manager there, and then it feels good to me that I'm in this walk in my life, and my husband is really my supporter. So the play, not only is he support me, he's a part of it. Me speaking out, he's a part of it. When we go and do life after domestic violence and things like that, he's a part of it. So I understand what you say when it says to have somebody, and even before Valencia became my manager, she was still that person to me. She's that person that I knew I can go and talk to, like, hey, this or that. And she'd be like, no. And I'm like, but I want to.
She'll tell you no in a minute.
She will. And I can't say no. I'm like, I'm so afraid of no. I'm like, well, I'm not going to get another opportunity. Yes, you are. We're not even going to talk about it. I said no. And I'm just like, okay, yes. Well, no problem.
That's right.
I mean, and I need that. And it's the kind of thing, like, even with my husband, he balanced me out because he's just so, I'm just so here and he like so here, you know. And then same thing with our manager, I'm always like, yes, 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 yes. And she's like, no, no, no. Okay, maybe a yes. You know what I'm saying? Type of thing. So I'm just happy about this play. And it's funny how it went out because me and Mignon was just talking. I was talking about the play. Making sure she was coming, and I knew she would because she always support me. And she said something about her wanting to do a play. And I was like, okay, I'll put y'all in touch for her next one. And then it so happened that you needed somebody. And then I text you, was like, so how about this? And then y'all met and then y'all love each other. I'm like, look at God.
You know how ironic that is? When I originally wrote the play, it was supposed to be a female cop.
Okay.
Wow.
But then I switched it because the play has been switched maybe like 3 or 4 times. The title has been switched about 3 or 4 times. So I was like, okay, well, I'm going to make it a guy because I want it to be, you know, this. And then, you know, the guy part didn't work out, and then Tony became my leading detective, right? And then I was like, still thinking about looking for this guy, but then you hit me up with the email about what I consider a female.
Right.
And I'm like, you know what? That ain't nothing but God, because that's how it was supposed to be. That's how I started it in the beginning. So I'm just trying to be obedient, do what is required of me to do to unfold his vision on that stage. So I'm happy to have you ladies.
And I believed it was God sent too, because when she told me and I read it, I said, oh my God, they ain't know I was going to be a police before. Nobody knew that. That was my former life. I said, and then the story of her background, that's how my marriage was.
Yep.
And the same name.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
That's my husband's name.
My husband's name. When you put
What's
Ricardo. That is my husband's name. I said, oh, this for me.
Are you serious?
Yes, when I told her, I said, girl, this is God. I said, when
we both read it together, and
I said, Ross, this is my part. I said, okay, this is it.
And you didn't even know that. And see how it all came together. When you said yes, I called her and was like,
and I almost killed him too. Everything was just a lie.
Everything.
That was a crazy relationship. And so when I was reading what she was saying, I was like, he is alive because I was saved, and I was like, oh my God, Jesus.
We was in rehearsal that day, and she was reading her part because remember you said it changed from a man to a woman. So I knew the man part, not the woman. So me and her was together reading her line, and I knew her as her name. So when I saw it, I looked. And then she looked and then she screamed. I was like, I didn't know that. I was like, I really just read it today. So it all came together. And then I feel good to be able to just bless you. You have always blessed me and always. So when you was like, you wanted to do it, and then I was able to connect it, I called you like, call her right now, like right now. Don't waste some time before she get somebody else for the part. And I was like, I'm just so happy that I was able to give something back to you because you always like have me every time you do something. So I was amazed. Also, are you still looking for vendors for the event?
I am. I still have some spaces available. Okay. So they can reach out. Actually, they could reach out to V. Okay. cddmanagement@gmail.com.
Okay.
They can reach out, or they can reach me by email. LaRay McDaniel@gmail.com or online.
We both looking.
I know.
It's so funny. When our manager up here, we both looking like, are we saying the right thing? Like, and she giving us a look, and I'm like, I don't know if that's yes or no.
Right. Or to be safe, the website.
Yes.
www.laraytheartist.com.
I think you should just go on the website because we so confused.
Go to the website.
Yeah.
Go to the website.
If you have a table, it's only $25. If you need a table, it's $35. I think we still have maybe about 6 or 7 spaces available. So if you're interested, please reach out, fill out the application. And we also are in need of volunteers. So if you have students that are looking to earn student service hours, please have them hit us up, because we're definitely looking to help students out, because this is community.
Yeah,
absolutely.
We want to help our community out. But yeah, it's
so spaces event. So that's the price. Is that for both shows, or do they have to pay per?
It's
show?
for both shows.
Okay, so just so you know, in case that question comes up, and we have already had some amazing vendors that will be there. So
yes. Let me think off the top of my head.
Imani J will be there, so I'm definitely gonna put that plug in there.
Put that plug in.
Imani J will be there. My 5-year-old daughter who wrote a book, Entrepreneur. She will be one of the vendors. I'm gonna let her plug the rest, but I'm gonna have to plug my baby girl.
I know we got Breakthrough Designs. I know
yeah.
we have Paparazzi. I know we have Jordanaire. Please forgive me if I'm saying it wrong. I know we have. I know we have about 5, 6 right now. We have 6 with Imani J.
Okay.
Forgive me if I don't remember them all, but we have about 6 now. So we have about 6 or 7 more spaces available.
Okay,
Yes.
awesome. So guys, definitely check that out. If you have a product that you would like to sell and come out and support this awesome play, please get in contact with them and give them the website one more time.
It's www.laraytheartist.com.
Awesome.
That's a safe way.
That's a safe way.
That's a safe way to
Safe
go.
way.
Forward them to V.
Yes. We will definitely get those.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, we're excited.
Hey,
So
we're
what
very
we're going to
excited.
do now, we're going to take a quick break because we have a surprise for our audience today.
And our guests. So we need to prep her.
So we need to prep. So we're going to take a quick break and then we'll be right back. You are watching the Mignon Show with Mignon and Roz and also LaRay.
Oh, y'all like this right here, huh? Y'all feeling good? Make some noise. Come on. Yeah. Shout out to all the sexies. Would you say for me, Too Smooth? To Tina and Keena and Kenya and Raina, Serena, Trina. Boy, yeah, that's right. Happy birthday to all the section here. Y'all ready to kick this party off? Hey, back line. Wait a minute. Up and down, Rick Bob. Southeast, 25. Put 'em up, put 'em up. Yeah. It's like the ladies like to party up here, baby. But you got to keep it sexy, goddammit. What you want to work, kick it up. Oh, take them down for me, Northwest. Where you at uptown? Hey, throw your hands up. Come on. Oh, I got the Landover ladies. I got you cooking, God. Yes, indeed, baby. Give it a Mellow G, Cherie, Kena's right.
Hello, and welcome back to the Mignon Show. I am your host, Jess Mignon.
And I am her co-host, Roz.
So we want to thank you for tuning in for another episode. We have our awesome guest here, LaRay McDaniel.
Hey, guys.
She is the writer and director of the hit stage play, The Ties That Bind.
I'm claiming that.
That's right.
Hit stage play.
That's
Claiming
right.
that.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's why I be careful with my words. I know what I'm saying.
She like my celebrity co-host.
Yes,
I
I
said
do.
celebrity.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna claim that too.
Mhm, you have to. You have to. We speak things into existence. So that's what we do. So guys, So now we want to talk about LaRay, and you know she's a songbird.
Yes. How long have you been singing? Is that your passion started there?
I've been singing since I was 11.
Okay. So about 5 years ago, I'm just playing.
Try 33. I'm 33 years.
33 years. Okay. And you said that your album came out last year?
Yes,
Okay.
September last year.
Okay.
It was entitled LaRay, Her Story, Her Voice.
Okay. Okay. So how can we get that?
You can actually go on my website and download it.
Let's get that website one more time.
www.laraytheartist.com.
Yeah.
Get that album. So, what can we expect from this album? Can we get a little bit? I mean, you live
Some little tunes or something.
You live with the Mignon and Roz, and we live in here. So let our viewers see what you got, honey.
I mean, on the album is like it says, her story, her voice. So each song pretty much talks about what I've gone through in my life. Actually, I have a song on the album with my manager's son, Rockstar Prime. We have a song together called "Struggling," and it's hot. I'm telling y'all, it's hot. It's hot.
And he's in the play also.
Yes,
we have amazing people in the play, in the cast. So come out and see him too. So, are you going to give us a little bit of vocal? Because we're going to patiently wait for this
Yes, we are.
vocals. You thought you was going to get out of that, but
Okay. Okay. I'll give you a little something. One of my favorite songs.
Yes,
that-
please.
Okay.
It's not from the album, but
Okay.
it's something I used to always sing for my grandma. She used to always want me to sing this. From The Color Purple. God's Trying to Tell You Something.
Oh yeah.
you know that's my favorite movie, right?
My favorite movie too.
She never called it The Color Purple. She used to always say, sing that song with the lady in the yellow dress walking down the dirt road. You know, that purple color movie. That purple color movie. So I'll just do a little snippet.
Okay.
Speak, Lord, speak to me. Oh, speak, Lord, won't you speak to me? I'm so lost. I said I am so blind. Won't you speak to me? I can't sleep at night, and my soul, it wonders why. Maybe God, He's trying to tell me something.
Woo! Yes. I could have heard more of that. I was just like,
I'm about to jump up and swing the doors open because I'm so sure coming
the
through
doors of the church is open.
I was like, okay, just stay still, don't move. Like,
Say shit.
I was like, woo! Oh Lord, Miss Silly.
You know, my favorite part when she go into church and she hug her dad. She says, "See, Daddy, sinners have souls too."
Yes.
Woo, and you didn't even know, and my husband will tell you, he's in the studio with me too, but my favorite movie, and The Color Purple, is actually here. The Color Purple is actually coming here this weekend, I believe. So,
Oh.
yes.
I saw the one with
I saw it with
Latoya
Fantasia.
Luckett. I didn't see
I saw
that
it
yes.
one. I wanted to see
Girl.
with Fantasia.
I want to see it with LaRay.
Yes, we want to see LaRay.
Anybody who knows somebody who's working with this Color Purple production, tell them they need to come on over here with LaRay because she about to make flip.
Give them that website one more time and get in contact with her for The Color Purple.
www.laraytheartist.com.
Miss Suge. Miss Suge, y'all.
With that yellow dress on coming through those early games. I mean, that was so beautiful.
That was
literally,
beautiful.
I was
Thank you.
shocked. I mean, you have a beautiful voice, and I know that
you.
because my husband and I stalked your website last night and kind of looked down all your songs just today.
wow.
And then we
Okay.
went on your Facebook page, and then we scrolled through all those videos, even
Oh,
your little
wow.
good morning video. You know, I've been looking because I saw you said good morning. I want to tell y'all these songs, and you start singing. So, but when you sang it, I just felt it in my spirit, and I literally was about to jump up. So I was
wow.
like, hold me in this chair. Like, hold me in this chair. But that was awesome, man. You blessed somebody.
That blessed me. That somebody is
Definitely
me.
blessed me. My
Oh
children
my
blessed
goodness,
me.
that blessed me. That was beautiful.
Well, thank you so much.
I could have sat here and heard the rest of that. Really.
You know, someone asked me, so are you going to make a special guest appearance in your play? Are you in your play? And I said, nope. Nah, you got to be. Nope. My manager said no. My husband said no. They want me to sit back
when
and
they say no,
enjoy my vision.
And when they say no, they mean no.
It ain't happening.
It's not happening. But you can go get her album off her website if you want to hear it. But if her husband and manager said no, it's not happening.
It's not going to happen.
But you never know.
But you can book her. You can book her and come out and do an event. Yeah.
My management. Christelle Davis Management. It's on my website. The number. Call
email, all of that.
Even if you want to book the play after September the 22nd, because I'm taking this play further than those 2 shows. So if you want to book the play, I'm telling you, come out September 22nd. These ladies are awesome. Her husband, Tony, is awesome. The cast is awesome. The cast is God ordained.
Yes.
So come out and check out the play. See what stories that I have to tell that will touch the community and our generation.
Amen.
Absolutely. So if there's any pastors out there that's watching this broadcast, get a group together at your church and come out and support us. You know, we got a lot of pastors that watch us. LK Floyd, I hope you're watching. If not, I'm going to tag you in this.
Pastor Floyd, my pastor, I know you watching.
You know,
Elder Hogan, I know you watching. So
Bishop Muse.
Are we really going to call him out today?
Oh, yes, we are. Bishop Muse like you calling people out. So we're going to call him out.
He said that. He said
that.
He said that at me. He said, let's just set it like it is. Let's call him out. So Muse, we calling you out.
We calling it out, Muse.
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
We all have tickets. You also can get tickets off the website, so there's no excuses. Everybody we named, y'all definitely know how to get in contact with me and Mignon. And in case you didn't, LaRay has gave her website a lot of times, okay? But just in case you didn't hear, one more time.
www.laraytheartist.com. And I also want to say a portion of the proceeds from the production is going to go to Lawrence Law, which is an organization that is working with youth in trying to get that information out there about suicide and other difficulties that teens and adults go through. So we will be donating a portion of our proceeds to that organization as well.
A blessing all the way around.
Awesome, all the way around. So you guys know that if you want to get in contact with me, I am on Facebook at MBA Speaks and also Instagram at Mignon Brown Anderson. And if they want to get in contact with me through email, I am MignonAnderson1 @gmail.com.
In contact with me, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Roz in the Community. That's ROZ in the Community. And you can reach me on any of those platforms with the same thing.
Yes. And also, guys, tonight is our last night with Miss Manley.
Oh, no. What did Ron tell me earlier? It wasn't my last night. I'm on like a whole...
Standby.
Oh, I'm on standby.
She on standby.
Like temporary probation real quick. This is temporary. I'll be back.
She will be back because you guys know that I am using my platform to be able to bring in other co-hosts that may be thinking about hosting their own show, but they're a little nervous, and so they want to get in front of the camera to see what that feels like. So if that is you, you can get in contact with me at those platforms I just said. MBA Speaks on Facebook. And also just shoot me an email at MignonAnderson1.com. Yes. So we thank Roz for being here. Love you. Yes, love her. She was my first guest. Had to say now you know you didn't you're gonna make very high.
That's what
very
I do.
High. So everybody else that comes after that, you're gonna have to bring it. Bring it.
Cause I'm on standby.
Standby.
Ron already told me I'm on standby. So if y'all don't bring it, I'm gonna truck right on up here.
Yes.
Quickly.
And so to let you guys know, the next co-host, the next celebrity co-host will be Miss Jewel Eugene.
I love Jewel.
She's the founder and executive director of An Earthly Embrace. It is an organization that's dedicated to the eradication of teen dating violence. So she will be here with her platform, and we will be talking about more issues within our community. And we thank you for joining, and we ask you that you share this broadcast and also subscribe to the YouTube channel. You know, so that way you can keep up with all the shows and all the other shows that we have here on the network. So before we go, I definitely want to tell you about our benefit concert that Vox Wave is putting on for the Lakeisha Brown Foundation. It will be September the 29th on the Odyssey. And it is a pink and white. It's a purple and white party. Domestic violence is purple. So it will be a purple and white party. We are cruising early. It's a day cruise. So we have a full brunch, and it will be unlimited mimosas and things like that. So you guys got to check us out. We do have tickets here at the studio at 4711 Auth Place. Also on our Eventbrite page at Vox Wave Day Party on the Odyssey. And also, I have tickets. So hit me up. We do have early bird. Early bird tickets are going for $115, but that won't last. So get with us. And so as always, we thank you for joining us. God bless, and everybody have a great night.
Good night.
What's up with y'all tonight? How y'all doing? We rolling with the, what is this here? Let's see. Is it cancers? Is this the cancers, right? Happy birthday to the superstars. Let me see who got a birthday out there. Let me see. Happy birthday, Renee. Hey, yeah. Also, shout out to my man Boo in the building. And JJ Smith is here too. Yeah. Linda and Kathy and Lester got a birthday, y'all. Grown folks out.